Hey guys, it's Gary. Quick note, I think my computer's dying here. I just recorded a video that went much longer than I intended it to. It was about 50 minutes. At the very end of it, my computer froze. I've been having a lot of issues, as you know. If you watch some of my videos, where all of a sudden the video slows down and stops, well, that happened at the end, except usually it starts back up again. It didn't start up again. So I lost a 50-minute video. And honestly, I don't have the time to redo it. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to spare you 50 minutes of your life I'm going to give you back. I want to say thank you to Colin. He sent me VCLT. Things have been so crazy with work. I haven't even loaded it into my computer yet. I hate to delay. I like to listen to the music right away so I can talk about it, but I haven't even got it loaded in my computer. I was scheduled for work today. I went in at 10:30, which is unusually late, and they said they had no work for me. A lot of people would be pissed at that, but literally, this is the third, I think it's the second or third, I think it's the third day that I've had off work since July 1st. So I had to run around and do a whole bunch of things. I had to get my glasses repaired, things I haven't had time for because I'm literally working 7 days a week. And I was, and I recorded this video. It's at the very end of it, and I just went into a lot of detail about what's been going on and music I've been listening to. And at the very end of the video, it completely froze and basically shut down everything. I know my computer's old. I know it's dying. I know it's out of space. It's not even an issue of it being out of space. I have enough to record these videos. But I think it's old. It's probably 12 years old, this computer. And when it goes, I don't have the money to replace it. So I really do have to get a job that pays somewhat decently if I want to keep doing these videos. So I have the day off, but the day's mostly gone. It's dinner time already. I did a lot of running around, things I just haven't had time to do because I haven't had the day off. So I'm going to be back whenever. My next day off wouldn't be for at least 5 days. I'll try to do a video then. Thanks to Colin for sending me the VCLT. Sorry I haven't gotten to do a video or even to listen to this stuff yet, even though I am familiar with some of it already, some of the albums. And I don't know what else to say. I'm really frustrated the fact that I spent just almost an hour recording a video, giving you an update on everything, and it's gone. Even the part that recorded isn't even in my computer. It's gone. It's very frustrating. I need some beer. So I'm just gonna go. I'm like I said, 5 days probably. I don't know when I'm gonna get to do a video next. Things are just too much work and too little pay. What can I say? And the heat sucks. I'm dying out there. This is the worst summer we've had here in this area. I don't know if they said since 2008 or 2002. And of course now I'm working outside in it. It's just disgusting to be soaked in sweat for 8-10 hours a day. I can't wait to get home and just jump into the shower. It's basically all I'm living for now. Jump into the shower, eat something, and go to bed. That's been my whole life. Okay, guys, I'm going to go before this thing freezes up again. I don't know if my computer's dying. Or whether I just, had a really bad run with this thing shutting down after 50 minutes. But I talked about this in the video you won't see. Nights in the Garden of Spain, a really good classical music album that I heard on an overnight classical music program. One of the things I've been listening to a lot lately. And because Carm sent me an email, we've been listening to a lot of the same stuff. I did a video. He sent an email saying, hey, I bought some of the records that you were talking about in your video. As a result, it made me play these every night. So I've been playing some of the things every night that Carm and me have in common. I showed this last time. It's a solo classical music guitar. But Carm bought a copy of it as well, which made me play it even more. I'm playing it nightly. Weekend Dreams, one of the Deutsche Grammophon compilations that I talked about. Carm bought a copy, so now I'm playing it too every night. Just a lot of stuff. And Chris Cole, thanks for the recommendation. He recommended an album called 6 Lyric Pieces for Jazz Trio on vinyl, but I found that it was reissued on CD under a new title called New Day. and I bought that for a fraction of what the vinyl would have cost me, and it has 9 additional pieces on it. Very interesting electric piano, bass and drums, trio album from a guy that doesn't live far from here in New Jersey, oddly enough. And the CD also adds, recorded about 9 years later, an additional 9 pieces for solo electric piano. And oddly enough, the seller was right from my hometown in New Jersey, where I lived for 53 years. I thought it was weird. I ordered the CD and I got it like a day later. And I'm like, how the hell can they ship so fast? Then I realized this was a town that I grew up in and I lived in about 20 miles from here, literally my whole life. And it's a tiny, tiny town that hardly anybody lives in. So it's weird that I would get the seller actually lives in that town, or at least does his business in my hometown. And that I'm in Jersey still. And the artist is in Jersey, only a few towns away, Bob Seeber. So when I was mentioned to Carm that this had been recommended to me, Carm went out and bought a copy. And I've been listening to that nightly. And Carm has the same opinion of the album as me, oddly enough. We listen to the same things and how we would mix it differently. But my computer is fucked. I don't know what else to say. I have no way to do anything about it. So I'm going to go before this dies again so I can get something up. And, the next time you guys see me might be 5 days or I don't know. I don't know anything about computers, so I don't know how to repair them either. So if this dies, I'm sunk. Okay, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. And I will get back to here. I say, Colin, thanks to the VCLT. Like I said, I don't even recall. Did I say this in my last video? Did I say it already? I haven't had a chance to listen to any of this. And I'll be back as soon as I can, guys. And I'm definitely attempting to watch any videos you put up, but there's also maybe a delay in that. Okay, guys, I'll be back as soon as I can.